Hey guys, Vic here. Today I'm playing Darkest Dungeon. This game is a really interesting game. Although I screwed up on my last playthrough, so I had to start it all over again. This game is very challenging, but it's fun actually. I got really addicted to it. I'm gonna call this... Lion Estate. No, this is a turn-based game, I believe. I'll let the story play through.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
So in this game, guys, you basically go through dungeons. The problem is that your characters will get stressed out, and if their stress reaches a certain level, they become afflicted, and they run a high risk of getting a heart attack. Literally getting a heart attack. So it's also good to abandon the dungeons, retreat. Don't always try to go to the end of the dungeon, because if you got a full party of afflicted characters, there's a high chance, just out of the blue, their health could be full, and suddenly they get stressed out one more time, and they're at risk of getting a heart attack, and they wind up having a death blow, they die, and in this game, if your character dies, you have to get another one from the stagecoach, and it's not always the same character that you can get from the stagecoach. That's the one good thing about that, is that I think it's unlimited characters that you get from the stagecoach, which I'll show you in a minute. But here are the stats. Apparently the Crusader has damage of 7 to 14. He's got kind of low stats, resistances against stun, blight, disease. He's got a high percentage for death blow. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm assuming that might be a... Well, it's a resistance, so he probably won't be too badly. He might last long before he dies. You can heal him. And that's the thing. If they get in the... to the point where they are... death is at their door, and it will say that. They're at death's door. When you get to that point, if you heal them, it'll actually get them out of that. But if they get attacked again and your turn doesn't come up to heal them again, they're probably gonna die. So like I said, sometimes it's a better idea to not finish the entire dungeon, get as far as you can, collect as much as you can as you're exploring the dungeon, and then just retreat, go back to town. They have a tavern, an abbey, and a tavern and an abbey, and a sanitarium to cure the bad quirks. The bad quirks are in red, the good ones are in yellow. So, I mean, obviously this one, who's a Crusader, is God-fearing and a kleptomaniac. He's got pretty good health. His dodge is at 5. I don't know what PROT is. Somebody might be able to explain that. SPD is speed. ACC is accuracy. He's got 0 accuracy. Crit is 3.0, and like I said, damage is 7 to 14. So he's got some combat skills. And you can see what they do. There are also camping skills. Now later on you'll get these pile of woods in your inventory, and you'll be able, like, and they only appear in medium or long dungeons. And I think as long as I think they only give you 1, but you might get more later on. I haven't played the game long enough to know. But yeah, at the camp you can do these skills and you can unlock these later on. And it varies per character. It's different. I don't think it varies, but it's different. And there's this. They all do different stats, guys. Now you can dismiss a character at town, and there is a disease they can get.
Brigands have run up
called
these
Crimson
lanes.
Blood or
Keep to
something.
The side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
I think what keeps it at bay is these vials of blood that you get later on, but I don't even keep them. I just dismiss them if they get that way, because it's just
Dispatch this thug in
it affects their
brutal
stats and everything
fashion, that all
really
may
bad.
hear of your
Adds
arrival.
extra quirks, bad ones.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yeah, see, and there's no potions. What helps them is food. And of course you can get gold, you can get other stuff that gets automatically sold when, like jewels like jades and onyx and rubies and stuff like that, that gets automatically sold at the end of the dungeon.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places. An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
I'm gonna say though, this narrator, he gets really into these battles, man. I'm telling you. The things he says, it's like, wow, dude, you are really into this. Now they just got bleeding, so it's like, I'm not gonna worry about it because I shouldn't die. I mean, this is like the very beginning.
Diminished.
My best advice for you guys is to play this, like, keep switching characters. Don't just stick with the same ones for dungeons, and try not to complete the dungeons until you get your character's weapons, armor, and skills the way you need them. I forgot about it. I thought that was going to help him, but that was a dumb idea.
Monster's size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Dying by a paper cut.
Seize
Yeah!
this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I completed the quest. Now you have the option to remain, which I'll do to show you guys what happens. Now, about the map. If you hold R2, that's PlayStation 4 users. I don't know what it is for Xbox. I'm a PlayStation 4 player, so I'm sorry for those who are Xbox players. But for PS4 users, it's R2. If you hold it, you see the little map thing. You can zoom in, which it's already zoomed in as far as you can go. You can zoom out, And you can use the left, the right joystick to move it around, sorry. So and the reason why I'm saying this is because when I first started playing this, and I got to certain areas of the map, it blew up so far that I couldn't see, like, up here or up here, and I got lost. I kept going back and forth because I couldn't see. It took me a while to figure this out. But, you can also reset the view, which, there you go. You don't want to do that. So it's best to just, at times, do that so you can see where the map is now. The quest is done, so I already completed it. So here's the tricky part. Sometimes things will open up a good way and, well, it's trapped. So, I mean, you can ignore it. But if you do like I'm going to do right now, this is what happens. You get a bad status effect. And good thing this was a very short dungeon, or my health would slowly start going down. So for that I got like 5,000 gold plus what I collected. Torches are needed to light the way to prevent them from getting overly stressed out. And you'll notice as you're moving around in the dungeons,
welcome home.
A weird icon appears over their heads with numbers.
Hamlet,
their stress level
lands,
goes high.
They are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Now this is the stagecoach, guys, that I'm telling you about.
Women and men, soldiers
you can get
and outlaws,
random
fools and corpses
with different stats.
All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Ooh, this one's actually good because she can heal all members. See, I won't have to pay for this. Now they have a guild where you can actually unlock these skills, but it costs gold to do it. And I've noticed a few times I actually did this.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
And then I sent my warriors into battle, went too far in the dungeon, they got afflicted, and then they got killed, and that was just a waste. Because then the next healer I got didn't have all those stats, and I had to purchase them again. So that's the only bad thing I can see about this. So you gotta be very careful. Now here, if you press and hold L2, this option comes up and you can upgrade it. I'm guessing you need certain things here to unlock this. Yeah, you do, obviously. This will increase the number of available heroes. And then this one will increase size of the roster. Huh. Oh, okay, so this one is like when you get new heroes, it'll add more than just 2. In the beginning it was just 2, and now it'll be 3. And then this one will increase the size of the roster. So now I'll be able to hold up to 13 heroes
in the mud and
in
rain.
that slot, in that section to the right there.
Most will end up here.
Yeah, that's the graveyard.
Poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Every fallen hero you have will be in here, and it will give you information on how they died, whether it's heart attack, blight, disease, whatever.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Now this you can get trinkets but they're very pricey.
Gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Like the stagecoach, you can also upgrade that too. Increase number of trinkets available by 4, so it'll be 4 trinkets that'll be in his little merchant wagon there instead of just 2. And then this will reduce the cost by 10%. And then I can't do the blacksmith because I need to go and do a dungeon. I can do a dungeon real quick, I guess, and show you how that is.
A mecca of madness and morbidity.
So
your work begins.
To add those to your party, hold R2, press X, and then just select where you want to put them. Now here's another thing I should probably let you guys know. When you press square, you see the circles above the combat skills? those are the positions where they want you to put this character. So the healer is better in the 2 back rows and not the front. And whatever combat skill she has will actually be able to attack the first 3 on the red side. Those are the enemies. Those are the targets. So just thought I'd let you guys know that little thing. So I'm going to put her in the back row. And this guy is a plague doctor. His preferred slot is right in front of the healer. And he will attack the 2 last ones. So that's a little neat trick. Oh, also, if you, for some reason, want to get rid of them, to the far left on the top area there, where his name is, and his Seeker Plague Doctor title, you press X, and you can rename the hero, or dismiss hero, which will remove them from your hero list permanently. You'll never get them back. Now, if you go down here, you can change the color of your hero. I'm gonna have red and yellow. They only have specific colors, so I'm gonna put him here. Now the same thing with, I'm gonna change her. Oh, she's red. Okay, I'll keep her that way. Let me see this guy here. There we go. And this guy. Now, some of these may not be to your liking. You may prefer to. They have like a musketeer. They got a shield breaker. They got an abomination who's a werewolf. Actually, my concern with the werewolf is be very careful, because if you use the transformation, what will end up happening is that they will make the others stressed out after they transform.
Measured now in gold, later in blood.
Now before a dungeon, you have to buy provisions. Now you can choose to go without it. You'll find some while you're exploring, but if you're wanting to conserve gold like I'm trying to do, just buy very few things and get a couple of these, and then just start the mission. It'll tell you, it'll warn you about it, but I've done this and haven't really had an issue. Up to a certain point anyways. Now as you can see on my map here, there's more rooms than it was when I first started the game. Now I may not complete this whole map of a dungeon, depending on how my party is. If they all get afflicted, I'm gonna retreat and go back to town because I don't want to lose them. Torches will light the way. At the top there, you'll see a torch. If it dims to the point where it gets kind of dark, your party will start getting stressed out, and you'll see weird marks over their heads with numbers. That's their stress level. If it gets too high, they will get freaked out and be at risk of getting a heart attack. Crap.
Another abomination. Cleansed
Death by a paper cut. Oh yeah. Now I don't know if I really want to do this. Oh, well, good. Luckily, I didn't get killed. Alright, so see how the map got enlarged? That's what I'm talking about. If you want to reduce the size so you can see, there you go. Like I said, or I explained that earlier. Now you'll have to use the same joystick to move the map around. Just release R2 and you can actually just move it in the direction you need them to be, and they'll go to the next room. Now you come across things like these, and that's why I bought the shovel.
The cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
You don't want to use the party to do that. It will hurt them. Really? You want some of this, huh? I'm gonna try to finish this dungeon, guys, but I don't know. It depends on their stress level and what happens to them. And whether or not one of them is going to die.
Compassion is a rarity in the fever.
And that's another thing. Oh crap. Paper cut didn't work. Some enemies will rearrange your party. And that can be a bad thing. Luckily, my healer actually has the heal all party when sometimes they won't. Sometimes you'll have to buy that skill. That's right, push her back.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Miss. %20 damage and 5 speed. So this will boost up my Crusader speed and damage. It'll give him a buff for that.
Cuts on its own.
But I just went ahead and took care of it with my healer. The one attack skill she has available.
Victories mount, so too will resistance.
Now if that happens, you can rearrange them by pressing the X on that icon there. It has the little arrows. And you can put her back there. And that character can be... There we go. Now my party's back to what I think I had it before. Now I'm going to use a torch. Because it'll light the way and my little band of heroes won't get freaked out too badly. They're going to get stressed out in either way. I mean, they're exploring a dungeon full of all kinds of monsters and traps and things. And one thing I have noticed too about this game is that I don't see any traps on the floor, but somehow one of them will get trapped. It must be a glitch or something.
Wealth beyond measure.
I'll be keeping this for myself.
To the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Well, I just noticed this too. Some of your characters get a little greedy and they take things that you open and collect. Wow. 3 shots and they all missed, huh? Alright. Let's see how that is. Oh, even that missed? Okay, okay. At least she didn't miss. You don't want to piss off my Crusader, man. You don't want to do this. Wait. Oh no, I don't want to mark my... No, I don't want to do that. Because if they have attacks that do extra damage against marked, it might kill my Crusader. Resisted that. Look at that, 20 stress on him already. You know, I am so sick of you guys.
As the fiend falls,
paper cut.
Hope blossoms.
Stab. Stressful incantation. Oh, you want to push my stress level high, huh? Don't want to do it to her, because I think she has one that might go all the way back there. Get rid of those corpses. Healed them. I know it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. No, actually, you know what?
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And that is actually that little white circle that goes over their heads. That's their stress level was relieved a little bit. So that's a good thing. Alright, light the way. And now you can see extra stuff in the map. Trap. Curio, whatever that is. And then we have more traps. Room battle with Curio, so that means that's a must be a treasure or some kind of. So I can go here. But one of these ones that are not showing might be a battle. And I'm thinking this might be the end of that. And then I can choose to continue to go forward. I'm just going to end it if I go here, if it gives me the option to end the quest. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to chance it. I don't want to lose too many characters because it screwed up my game to do that. Alright. I lost a lot of gold and everything. Oh, come on, man. It gets dark that. See, you'll see some of them, but others you won't see, and they'll get trapped anyways. They'll get bad status effects. This might be a battle. Okay, good. It's not a battle. I'm gonna go down. Oh, another trap. Saw that.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery. And
this might be the end battle for the dungeon. These guys don't look too tough. But I'm thinking that when it's dark, their hits do more damage. Oh, jeez.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. The slow death. Unforeseen.
And I got these will automatically be sold. Okay, obviously that didn't end the dungeon. Alright. That's my last torch. Alright. So I can go back up. I cleared all that. But my party is in serious. 2 people in my party need help really bad. So one of them might die in this video, guys. Either the plague doctor or the highwayman. One of them is gonna go. Somebody already took it. Look at that. You greedy ass bastard. I could have used that food. Oh, this is another thing. This might actually end it.
A glint of gold.
Oh man, this is not good, guys. Oh, good. I'm gonna end it here. Like, I'm not taking that chance with my party the way it is. I mean, I could go further, but it's just a very huge risk. As you can see, I got another 5,420 gold, plus another 3,000 for completing the quest. Also, you can, oh wait, there we go. You can see what you got. And if you complete these dungeons, guys, your resolve level, you know, you'll get XP for your resolve, and eventually it'll get higher. Now, 2 of them got 2 negative quirks, and 1 of them got a high, you know, a positive one, which is good for my healer.
All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
This is where you can cure the quirks, the bad ones,
have been dusted,
but it will they will charge
straight.
for this.
The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Oh wait, no, that's not it. This is it. You can't use it yet. That's for the like for Crusader and the healer. I put them in there, but I only do that when they're afflicted, when their stress level's high and they're afflicted. But this is where you cure the bad quirks, but it will cost you to do that. So, see, I got 3 more characters. I have a leper, who's really good too. I'm gonna add him to my party.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to show you guys how this game is. I mean, it's actually very addicting. I'm gonna add another healer in there just in case.
Pious and unrelenting.
Now let me show you guys something real quick if I can do this. Now I need to complete more quests to unlock it, so. But this is, I think I showed you guys this earlier. This is for trinkets. Right now it only has 2 and it changes. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here. I just want to show you guys some of how the game is. It's a really good game. I like it. It's just sometimes you may not complete the quest. You may have to, you know, retreat from the dungeon, or you will lose some of your party. And it would really suck if you spent a lot of gold on, you know, skills which can be upgraded, and weapons and armor can be upgraded for these characters, these heroes. But it would really suck if you spent a lot of gold to do that, and then you try to, you know, take the chance of completing an entire dungeon only for that character to die, or those characters. There is a disease, I think I mentioned this earlier in the video here, called Crimson something. It might be Crimson Blood. That you get this blood, which helps with it, but it doesn't cure it. Some people may actually take the chance and still use heroes in this game that are cursed with that. Not me. If they're cursed with that, I wait till I finish the dungeon, or I retreat from the dungeon, and I dismiss them, because it's just not, it costs too much. What happens is their negative quirks pile up, and it messes with their stats and everything. And it's like, one time I actually took one into a dungeon, and as soon as I entered the dungeon, they died. They couldn't take it anymore. So it was just a waste. And this is, you know, for the trinkets. You may get doubles. You can sell some. It tells you the value. This one, if I sold it, is like 2,250 gold each. 1,500. And they do go from common, uncommon, rare. So yeah, and then there's very rare. I haven't gotten any yet. But I just wanted to show you guys how that is. So if you like what you see and would like to see more, please feel free to subscribe. I usually upload videos frequently, but sometimes I may take a week and a half, sometimes 2. And I will be working on new intros for my future videos. I'm actually started working on some. I'm just trying to get certain things in regards to them a certain way before I start putting them with these videos. But I am working on intros. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Stay safe and have a good one.